Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel. I'm Lolo Moon and this is Cosmic Butterfly Rising. So, okay, I'm going to do the rest of April reading for you. I do realize that they are a little bit late. I had a scare with my child who was in the hospital. So, here I am. Okay, so if you're looking for a personal reading, you can book only on my scheduler down in the caption box below. Also, if you resonate with my reading, please do like and subscribe. I sincerely appreciate it. I also go live on Instagram a couple nights a week for $20 readings. And if you feel so inclined to donate to my channel, I sincerely appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to do your career and finance, your overall message, and your love and relationships. Starting next round of readings, I will be splitting them up. Okay, kind of just giving these a good shuffle before we get started. So your overall message for the month, you got the Psychic Development card. Let me get it. You got the Psychic Development card, which is actually sort of amazing because Jupiter-Neptune conjunction, right, in Pisces. So you, of all signs, all of us are, but especially Pisces are just going to be getting these downloads and these spiritual insights like crazy, right? And then you have Grays, and it says timid, misunderstood, and shy. And then you have the Flower of Life. Inspiration, awe, dreams. So I feel like you're going to be receiving a lot of downloads in your dreams specifically, and I feel like the people around you are just not really going to understand, okay? Because while we're all going to be getting these these spiritual insights and the spiritual growth and development with that transit, which only happens once every 165 years, and I did cover it. I did a reading for all 12 signs. It is time stamped. Go check that out if you want to see how this transit affects your sign. But anyway, you may feel like people just don't understand you because you could be saying some really off the wall kind of things, that are kind of woo woo or super spiritual, and people maybe you want to talk about aliens, for instance. I was very much guided to use this deck, and you could be in the presence of people who are just yeah, I don't really know if I believe in that, and you're like, what? That kind of thing. And then also things like sacred geometry, you could be just really fascinated with, I don't know, the Flower of Life or the Fibonacci sequence and things like that, I wish I could come up with more sacred geometry symbols. They're not coming to me right now, but you get what I'm saying, right? I feel you're kind of seeing things and noticing things that maybe other people are not seeing. You could be very much more in tune, you're seeing signs and synchronicities around you, out walking, or I don't know, playing with your kids or your dogs or whatever outside, and you're did you see that? And I saw this sign, and people are what? I feel like you're just kind of maybe around people who just don't really get that. And also I wanted to say that you could even maybe see glimpses of spirits and things like that, and people may think that you're just off. But yeah, so I wanted to just say that you're really starting to feel you're developing psychically, and you're predicting things that are happening, and you just may feel kind of the oddball right now in your life. Okay, so spirit guides, guardian angels, higher selves, I've been there, I get it. What messages do you have for career and finance for Pisces for the rest of April, please? You have media. You could be wanting to get on screen. You maybe want to share these visions with people. I've seen all kinds of things. People who channel aliens, on their channels. I just love it. I love following these people. I think it's just absolutely phenomenal. That kind of thing. You're wanting to take your spirituality to the masses. You could have, my nose itches, a completely different, or maybe not a completely original take, but you just have a new fresh take on different spiritual topics that you kind of want to put out on the media. You want to start a YouTube channel, or do TikToks and that kind of thing. Okay, You have there is something better. This could be there is something better than what you're doing right now. And I feel like you could be very much like tuned into that. Like you could also want to do videography. It doesn't just have to do with like speaking. You know, you could be the one who wants to be behind the camera. Like you're really wanting to create during this time. That's another part of this transit, is that it could be a very creative it is a very creative energy, and you could just find that you're like more tapped into like your artistic self, because Pisces are very artistic people. My hair is getting caught in this. Okay, what else do you have for career and finances for Pisces, please? Oh no, we have lost a card. Denial is on the bottom of the deck. A lot of people are getting that card. Change, real estate, unstable. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Pisces, I feel like... I want to get that card. Hold on a second. Okay, Pisces, so I feel like what's happening for you is like you're really convincing yourself that you're crazy. Like that's why you have this unstable energy, right? You could also be like in a home life right now that is just not stable, because you have the real estate and these cards came out together. So you could be like in a situation where you're just feeling like it's not really stable. Like maybe your roommates don't pay, you know, they don't pay their rent on time, or you could be in a relationship and so on and so forth, and you just feel like this is not the right place. Like you don't hear me, you don't get me, we're not on the same page, you know, that kind of energy. And like a huge change is happening in your life. And with this Justice card, I feel like this could also have to do with like clearing out some past karma, some past life karma. This could also have to do with like you just wanting to do the right thing in your life, or you wanting to just be more balanced and harmonious, and you're just in a place where you don't feel like that's happening. You could be living with someone who's in denial, or you're feeling like you were in denial for a long time, and now like the blinders have come off through all this psychic development, and you're seeing the situation for what it is, and you're going, yeah, I don't know how I got myself stuck here, but I want to go. You know, it's like that kind of energy. Also, you could be, I want to say this too, you could be, I just picked up this deck and angelic help came out. So like you could be receiving messages from your angels. And that's kind of what I was going to say, is that this media card, like you could be watching TikToks or like watching, you know, YouTube videos or listening to the radio, that kind of thing, listening to songs, and like you're getting messages through that. I forget what it's called. There's a word for that. It's like... Anyway, they're just messages from your spirit guides. And so you could be noticing that. You're like, wow, I was just thinking about that, and then it was in a song. And you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. Or I just saw a video, and you're starting to see how everything's like kind of tying together. And it's serving as confirmations for the things that you already knew, or the changes that you're aware that you want to make, or that you feel like you need to make. And then you're getting like these confirmations from the media, and like something is happening where you feel like you're just completely changing. Like you've gone and turned inside out, you know, and you're like, I don't belong here anymore. Like I don't actually belong, like wherever you're at, like in your job, in your home life, that kind of thing. Like you're starting to realize that like there's something that's happening within you, and you are ready to move forward and change. Wow. Okay, let's get some tarot about this. I'm excited. This is amazing. I just saw that 9 of Wands. I really do. I feel like there's some past life karma that you were dealing with. And I feel like you're kind of getting on the other side, like you're on the mend. And you're like, yeah, look at that, 3 of Swords. You're on the mend. 7 of Cups. Let's see how those play out. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces for career and finances, please? The 9 of Wands came out. The Tower. I knew it. Like, I just knew it. You could be, like, seriously conflicted about it right now with this 5 of Swords. You could be afraid, like, once you communicate this to people around you, like, your realizations that they're going to be like, no, you really shouldn't do that, or you can't do this, or are you crazy? You know, that kind of thing. But I feel like it's festering. You're like, no, I really feel like I have to do this. Like, I don't think that you understand, and I've been here. Like, seriously, I've been here. Like, when I started my spiritual business, it was like, no, I don't think that you get it. Like, I have to do. This is, like, actually what I'm supposed to do. Like, it's just, It's the only thing that makes sense to me right now. And not everybody agreed with that. And that's okay. That's about them. And 2 years later, I'm like, this is the best decision I ever made. So, I mean, I feel like it's kind of like that. Like, I feel like you could be breaking through some conditioning as well. And, like, you've got a lot of changes that are happening within you. And you're just, I feel like you're feeling very misunderstood by the people around you. But, like, you're receiving a lot of messages through your dreams. You're having a lot of insights, a lot of realizations. You want to talk to somebody about that, but you also feel like people don't get that, and that's why you have this angelic help. And I feel like just deep down inside, you know that, like, if you don't make these changes, the universe is going to change it for you. It's just like that, right? Like, it's just like that. Like, it's time to leave behind what's, like, not actually serving you. And if you don't do it, like, I'm serious, with that Tower energy, if you don't do it, it's just going to end up, everything's going to fall apart. Like, you get these nudges from the universe, and they're like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to move. And you may, like, very firmly, you know, hold your stance. Like, no, I can't, because whatever, you know, da-da-da. And, like, we have our whole tape that plays out. And then we end up staying in that spot. And then next thing you know, like, something just off the wall happens. And you're like, oh, I was actually supposed to move. I was supposed to do this and I didn't do it. And the universe just pushed me. Like, sorry. You know, it's time to sink or swim now. So it's kind of like that. So look, you have this unstable energy. You can't, like, whatever foundation you have in your life, like, it's not stable. Okay, like I said, it could be at a job, it could be with a partner, it could be in a roommate situation, like, whatever you're doing, it's not stable. You know, maybe you're living outside of your means, okay? And, like, everything is just about to completely change for you. Maybe you could have honestly, like, stayed stuck in, like, a, you know, in a place that you work at because you felt like you had to, like, you're supposed to, right? And, like, we all got to pay our bills, okay? I'm not here to judge you, right? Like, we all have to do what we have to do. But, like, you could have done that, and you're so firmly, like, in that stance of this is what I have to do, that, like, the universe is trying to give you an opportunity, and you're refusing to look that way because of the fact you're like, I got to pay my bills, I got to do this, I got to do that, blah, 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 blah. But, like, there's a better opportunity for you, and you're not taking it because you feel like you have to stay somewhere, and that's what I mean. But, like, look at all this. Like, things are about to sincerely change for you. Like, the universe is just gonna, like, it goes from a nudge to just a full-on, like, push. Like, good luck. You know, it's like that. Seriously. Okay. Been there. Totally been there. Okay. So let's see what your love and relationships are like for the rest of April. Pisces, love and relationships. A new love appears and oh, but you learned. Friends to lovers. Wow. Okay. So I feel like you're closing out something to embrace something new. Now, be careful with relationship hopping, okay? You don't want to bring your baggage into a new relationship. I see that a lot. But I mean, you could definitely, I feel like what this is really, like, sorry, my ear itches. What I really get is that you had somebody that you had, like, a really big karmic lesson that you had to, you know, you had to learn. And, like, this person right here could actually be somebody from your past. Hold on a second. Let's see. Yeah, I knew it. See, I knew it was going to come out. Do you see it poking out? Second chances. I really did feel like it had to do with something like this, somebody from your past, or somebody that you've known a while, or somebody that maybe you dated before and you're friends with now, that kind of thing. Like, there were some really difficult lessons that you needed to learn. And then now it's like you find that you're taking a chance. But I do feel like there's some trouble because it could have to do with, like, either, like, things that are needing to be, you know, hashed out with somebody, or maybe there's some disagreements with people around you about this person. Like, maybe, like, they just, they don't agree. you know, like they don't agree with why you would want to talk to this person. Let's see. Those are a couple of scenarios. All right, spirit guides, guardian angels, higher selves, Pisces. Oh, wow. So I see the magician obviously is manifesting, but it can also be about like work, like working on something to, you know, because the magician is always working with his hands. He's always making magic happen. He's always doing something, right? And so he just has more abilities, like, you know, like he has the capability to do more than the average person, right? And I feel like this has to do with investment, like really wanting to do what it takes to make it work with somebody. It looks like somebody that you haven't spoken to. Tell me some more, please. There it is. There's the Judgment card. That's the card of second chances. But there's some really intense conflict going on with somebody, with this person, or around this person. They could have people in their life that are like, no, I don't like that person. You know, talking about you. Okay, tell me some more about this situation right here. The Hanged Man, but it wanted to come out in reverse. This is your card upright, right? But like when it's upright, it's like a card of non-action. Like, you know, could be spiritual insights and seeing things from a different perspective, but it's also non-action. It's not my favorite card to see in love readings, but it came out like this. So I feel like this is about action. The Page of Wands. You could honestly be wanting to reach out to somebody, or they are actually going to reach out to you. But I mean, it definitely looks like it's somebody from the past. What's the advice for Pisces? Oh my God. Did you just see all those cards that just fell out? The Queen of Cups on the split, the King of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. Oh my God. Okay, hold on a second. Wow. Pisces. Whew, okay. So, wow. Okay. I kind of want to do, okay, where to freaking start. So this is somebody I feel like, this is a Pisces card. And I feel like this is somebody that you have struggled to let go of, but you are sincerely like scared of being rejected. Like you're sincerely scared of being rejected by them. Because like the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. You honestly could have already felt rejected by this person. You could have felt like this person actually ended up choosing someone else to be in a relationship with someone else, or you did, or both of you, okay? But I feel like you want it all. Like you want it all with this person. You want, you know, you want the stable, committed partnership, you know, the happy home life with that Ten of Cups. Like you want it all with this person. But I do feel like you're very much like scared to go after it with this Chariot card, or they are, okay, like take what resonates. And so instead there's this Knight of Wands energy of like kind of going back and forth, like being kind of wishy-washy about it. Like, I don't know, should I do it? Should I not do it? Da, 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 da. And this really is about like being brave enough to do it, to be brave enough to go after, like actually go after, oh my gosh, the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands, like go after like what truly lights you up and makes you happy inside. I feel like you've been standing at the fork in the road for a long time. Now, like I said, this could be reversed. It could be. Take what resonates. Queen of Cups and the Four of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of love here, but there's also a lot of like stuck mentality, like stuck thinking. Let's see here. I want to get you one of these. Devotion. See, I was like sitting there thinking, I was like, there's more to the story. I feel like you are devoted to this person, and they could be very much devoted to you too. But I feel like what's happened is that you may have convinced yourself that you were not. And that's where the conflict is. And I feel like this, with all this spiritual like insight, these revelations that are happening, like you're starting to realize that this person is part of your like life purpose, like the karmic lessons and everything. Like this person is somebody that like you're supposed to be near in whatever fashion. Like it could be just as friends, but I mean, take what resonates. But I feel like you want more than that. Devotion, like you're devoted to this person. Admired. Now this person could admire you, or you could admire them. Union. I rest my case. So I feel like there's a strong desire for that. Dark night of the soul, though. Somebody had to go through a dark night of the soul. I do kind of feel like you've been going through one, though. And that's why I'm like speaking about it in the fact that you want this person. And I know not everybody wants to hear things like that, so that's why I say like switch out the roles if you need to, like, but I do very much, based on your cards that I've seen in your overall message and your career and finances, it looks like you're the one going through the dark night of the soul. Okay, so just take what resonates. And that's why I feel like it's you, that you're having this revelation of like, holy crap, like there's this person that like I know I was supposed to learn a lot of really karmic lessons from, but like I still want to take a chance. I want to see what happens, you know? Like I'm tired of standing at a fork in the road. I know where my happiness is. 10 of Cups is the Sun card. Like I know where my happiness is. And you could be admiring this person from afar, but I feel like you know. It's seriously like the you know kind of energy, that you're ready for this second chance. You're ready to start over. And look at that. Holy crap, I just realized you have divine feminine and divine masculine. I really feel like you feel like this is your counterpart. Like this is the one, if you don't believe in like the divinity, you know, divine counterparts and things like that, soulmates. Like you just feel like this is the person. You know, this is your person. So you could be, like I said, really manifesting this person. But it took a time out for you to really see that. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that you have a wonderful month. Bye for now.